Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comment section what is your favorite lightsaber of all time to enter to win a Force FX lightsaber of your own choosing. It was well known that the Jedi Order collected many artifacts related to the ancient orders of the Force, including that of their enemy, the Sith, and that the Jedi believed it their duty to preserve to the best of their ability all of this knowledge, or in the case of the dark side artifacts that had belonged to these Sith Lords, lock them away for eternity to ensure that no one ever lay eyes upon such forbidden knowledge again. The Jedi believed that it was in their own hands that these artifacts and information was most well kept. The Jedi, however, seldom destroyed these dangerous artifacts, as they believed they could one day themselves learn from them if the appropriate Jedi Master had the opportunity to study them in depth. In the case of one ancient Sith Lord, however, they didn't just destroy his relics or items that had belonged to him, but the Jedi deemed him and his discoveries so dangerous that they outright removed him from the Jedi archives entirely. The Jedi Council at the time mostly decided to do so because of a single dark side ritual that the Sith Lord had developed. Because of this one ability, they deemed his very name too dangerous to be uttered in the halls of the Jedi Temple. This Sith Lord's name was Darth Endedu. Endedu was a Dark Lord of the Sith who was fascinated with obtaining as much knowledge over the dark side of the Force as possible, and refused to share any advancements he achieved with other Sith, as he believed this was the only way he could survive and remain the one true Dark Lord. Knowledge is power, and true Sith do not share power. Eventually, after studying for his entire lifetime, Endedu learned the key to surviving beyond the death of one's physical body, as for years Endedu's only wish was to finally learn the secret to eternal life. A secret that the Sith Lord ironically would take to his own physical death. Endedu did this in order to keep the ability out of the hands of other Sith Lords who desired to steal it and learn from him. In order to keep his secrets hidden, the Sith Lord entombed himself within his Sith temple and hid away for centuries. He did this because of the fear that another Sith Lord would one day find him and steal away his knowledge. Before his physical death though, he used the ability he had taken his entire life to master for a single time during the construction of his holocron. This ability was known as Essence Transfer. In most cases, a practitioner would use Essence Transfer to transfer from one body to another, only Endedu used it to put his spirit within his own holocron. What this meant is that until the holocron was destroyed, Endedu would live forever. Essence Transfer is the secret of eternal life. The physical body will always weaken and fail, yet it is nothing but a shell or vessel. When it is time, it is possible to transfer your consciousness, your spirit, into a new vessel, as I have done with this holocron. Over the next several centuries, various Sith Lords heard rumors of the power that Darth Endedu had achieved and sought out his holocron and spirit he had placed within it in order to learn how to live forever themselves. Other Sith Lords, however, looked down upon him and called him a coward, as he had always ran from his enemies and even gave up his own life to avoid facing them. I sense fear. You are a coward, Lord Endedu, and you hid rather than face your foes. One of the most notable Sith Lords that hunted for the holocron of Endedu was Darth Bane, who attempted to use it himself. I know you went to Prakith. I know you went after Endedu's holocron. I know you were searching for the secret of eternal life. Eventually, tale of a Sith Lord who had mastered the secret to eternal life made its way to the Jedi Order, who feared the implications of such a powerful and untested ability. The Jedi Council at the time even feared that some Jedi of the Order would desire to learn the secret to eternal life that Endedu had uncovered, and because of this, made a unified decision to not only erase the information of this ability from the archives, but all information on the Sith Lord himself. They did this in hopes that Darth Endedu would never be found and his ability would stay buried. Later, the holocron would be found by Dooku, and beyond that, the Sith Lord Darth Krayt. But both Sith that attained the holocron of Darth Endedu discovered it through the archives of the Sith. As to the Jedi, there was no Darth Endedu. But that is the story of the Sith Lord who was so dangerous that the Jedi decided to erase him entirely from their archives. Also the tale of the Sith Lord that achieved eternal life. But let me know in the comments down below if you had heard of Darth Endedu before this video, and as a big question, who is your favorite ancient Sith Lord? Again, don't forget to enter the lightsaber giveaway, subscribe, like the video, and post in the comments below what lightsaber is your favorite. If you would like to request a video of your own, the best place to do so is via my Twitter at Stupendous Wave, or you can put hashtag suggestion in a comment that you can post here on YouTube. The link to my Twitter page will be in the description down below. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.